and a privilege to stand before you as valedictorian. This is one of the most important events of each and every one of our lives. These individuals that sit before you have overcome some of the most challenging and rigorous obstacles in everyday high school life, ranging from Miss McCurry singing in the hallways to Mr. Williams' dreaded question of the day. We all grew up terrified of Miss Peachy's math classes, but once we made it there, we realized that it was much, much worse than we imagined. But despite all of what seems to be impossible to overcome, we have all pushed through and made it here today. The class of 2010 isn't your ordinary graduating class. The first thing you all thought to yourself while seating tonight is how tiny our class really is. But what we lack in number, we make up for in friendship and heart. We have all bonded throughout our high school years and learned from one another in our mistakes. The best friends I have ever had and ever will have are all sitting in front of me tonight, and the rest are amongst the guests and family in the stands. The community of Northwood has watched me grow and mature into the person I am today. The one thing people have always respected in me was my drive for perfection. Beginning Miss Barnhart's second grade class, I felt like I had to be the absolute best at everything I did. Perfection was my one true goal no matter what I was doing. I felt that being a little different was being a little imperfect and was therefore unacceptable. But this past year I've learned to accept and be proud of being different. As time went on, I realized that a part of being happy is being true to yourself. And although not everyone in my life was understanding of this, I have always lived by the words of my amazing sister Kristen, who said that the people who loved and accepted you for who you are the only people in your life that really matter. Throughout my years, I have learned that pride is not as important as forgiveness. My amazing teachers and school faculty have always been there to listen, always understood, and have become like extra additions to my family. I knew they would always be there. I've learned so much this past year and have done a lot of growing up. I realize everybody makes mistakes, especially me. We always have to learn from our mistakes and always push forward despite them. Another thing I learned is that family runs deeper than just blood. Family members are the people who will stick behind you through anything, the people who will always have your back, and the people who will always love you and support you. Today, I realize my family has grown so much. I'm proud to call each and every one of my classmates family, and also the many members of our community who have been there for me. I want to say thank you to everyone here who is part of my extended family. I want to thank my sister, Kristen, who has always been my hero for giving me the love and advice that motivates me every day. My amazing friends who did more than I could ever ask for by always being there for me no matter what. I want to thank my teachers who saw me every day at my best and the days of my very worst. They still kept teaching, kept smiling, and above all were always there for me to talk to. I want to thank all of my parents. I love you with all my heart. You are amazing parents, and I could not be standing here today if it wasn't for you. To my classmates, you're the most incredible people and friends I have ever had. I really can't imagine life without you, and I really don't want to. But always know that I wish you the very best in life in every step of the way to achieving all of your dreams. Remember that the greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time you fall. Learn from your mistakes, and remember what Miss Clausen always preached. The little decisions you make today can make a huge impact on the way you live your lives tomorrow. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you always imagined. Always know that the one way to get the most out of life is to look upon it as an adventure. But most importantly, as Dr. Seuss says, be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Always do what makes you happy, always follow your heart, and never be afraid to be yourself. You will overcome, you will succeed, and you will surpass any and all doubts that anyone has in you, as long as you trust in God and believe in yourself. Thank you.